Greetings and welcome to another excellent World of Tanks video. We played a bunch of Era 3 matches last night, and this one was the best that I did in any of those matches. We had several other matches that were really good, and Top was just on fire at the top of his game, no pun intended. So you're going to see just what we were doing, and it was really crazy. So I hope you'll enjoy this video, and if you do, it would be nice if you could leave a like to help spread the word, because this one is really unbelievable. So let's go directly to the tape. But before we do, something I had forgotten, and I was working in the editing, and I realized, you know what? I had just added my 10th anniversary World of Tanks emblem to this tank, and it was in this match. So I wanted to mention it to you here, so when you're looking in the video, you could see this whenever you get a view from this angle, if any. Also, you'll notice that way back, I originally had my pirate commander in this tank, and so I had put that pirate hat emblem on the front of this tank, and I just left it there. And then I replaced the original 3D Jolly Roger pirate commander with the one you see now, which is the Captain Red Feathers. So, on to the video. Welcome to El Alamein. This is myself, along with Wrong Way and Top. And we had a lot of really good matches. But for myself, this was number one. In fact, this is the best M60AX match I have ever had, which thrilled me, to say the least. But this has everything that you would like to have in a medium tank. So that is Wrong Way right there in the thumper. I drove like garbage, and luckily that wasn't too bad. I mean, it didn't take any damage. But that was definitely not the plan, and I was unaware of that. Ooh, good driving, right? The good news is, that's the worst driving I've done in the entire match. So I'm just perusing the vista to see what's up. Because I need to find out where I need to go to be effective. The Wrong Way is over here behind me, up on top of the hill. Right there, in his sniper position, which was fantastic. Yeah, how's it feel, baby? Boom! MBT-80 toast by the Top man. So for myself, I like to be playing like a linebacker, where I don't play for a specific position. I'm just filling in the gaps. I want to go where I'm needed based upon the positioning of other tanks versus trying to be the lead dog. Take a look at this guy. Yeah, that's the guy drilled him. He's at the base. And he's toast. But it was really amazing because this game was just good for me the entire time. But it was even, like, all the way to the end. Neither team could gain a decisive advantage over the others. And we lost the Weasel on our team. So that was unfortunate. He probably fell off a rock. I don't know. Gone, drilled that Type 85 with my sniper shot. Now, one thing, I'll show you the stats of this tank at the end of the match. You'll see why that was the case. This match video would be a tremendous selling tool for this M60AX. It's that good. That's the guy I was looking at, yes. So again, it's not like I'm just leading the pack. There's a guy up there, right there, you see him. And this is a good example. If you do what needs to be done, you'll end up higher on the scoring list than you might anticipate. And the other advantage is you're going to end up winning more games than if you go try to be a superstar and have some superstar numbers. There's a guy in our base. So what's going to happen here is that I'm going to go, myself and Top, we're going to head back to the base. And there's Wrong Way. He's going that way as well. Again, this is what, needs to be done. Our base is under attack. We got to remove this guy. There's Wrong Way. He's on that AGS sniper. And he killed him. It was fantastic. All right, buddy. Boom. How does it feel? He lost all his capture points. Drilled him. Now I've got Top closing in somewhere. In fact, that's him right there. He's on this guy like white on rice. Nice kill. See, the thing is, I'm going back to defend the base. I don't even worry who kills him. It doesn't matter to me. I'm doing what needs to be done time after time after time. Wrong Way killed the AGS sniper, light tank. I continue to the base. I got to the base, removed the capture points. Top joins in with me. He kills that guy. Fantastic. I'm in on both of those, even though I didn't get the kill either way. It doesn't matter. I'm doing what needs to be done. And we all play that way. If you get the kill, fine. If I get the kill, fine. It doesn't matter. Our team is gonna win if we play that style of game. So there's Top and I. Now I'm faster, of course. Clearing the right side, making sure there's no guy in the channel. Just little things you have to do. This guy's mine. Boom. Because I have the speed to track him down. So, the last 3 guys that were killed, we each killed one of them. Yes, now we didn't know exactly what was going on here. The Wrong Way has been killed, and Top and I are the only 2 left from the team, or our platoon. So we're on the base, and Wrong Way is checking the ID of the other tank, and then we find out and realize that that is a robot. So Top and I were going to the base to draw whoever it was back. We assumed it was a person, but this is actually a robot, so we know we're going to kill this guy. 2-on-1, he's got no chance. So we decided, you know what? We need to go and kill this guy. We're having this discussion, you know, while we're still in the base. And then after we have this discussion, we're going to roll out and go kill this guy. We're wondering where our third dude is located. He's over there, what, J6. But there's no rush to, you know, make the decision. We just wanted to make sure we got this either way. But we figured, you know what? If we go kill him, one of us kills him, not that other guy. So I drill him. Robot pops, smoke, and Top kills him. It doesn't matter. It's fantastic. Here we are at the final medal ceremony. And yes, my 3 kills ended up getting me the MVP. And Top was unbelievable, as you can see. Here we have my 3 kills, 7,100 damage, 650 assists, so that's like 7764 total combined. So I made 45,000. Now I could make more money, but I use all premiums because I don't like bouncing shots, so I don't care. If I make 1 silver profit, okay, fine. I like guys dying when I shoot them. I don't like the cheating of bouncing shots, because that is just a cheat to cheat you out of your points, and I just don't like it. You know, had a decent 3,000 plus commander points. Now this one is one of my maxed out commanders with 1 star. It doesn't make commander points really because it doesn't need to. It's already maxed out. Now let's go check out. We get the medals. Oh shoot. Okay. So, fire for effect, more damage than your hit points, check. Bruiser, knockout crew, and or modules, check. Hand of God, damaged by 4 different guys and survived, check. First class, medal, it's the highest one I have, so that was fantastic. Now let's look at the rest of the team. You know, you saw my stats. Object 292, which is the same one that Top is using. That guy, 13,000 was just unbelievable. And this is a tremendous contribution of a guy just doing damage after damage after damage. That was awesome. Top got 3rd place, 4 kills, 9,900. Now, you might wonder, gee, Duke, why are these guys behind you even though they outscored you? That's because Object 292 is the top rank level for their tanks in Era 3. The M60AX is not a top rank level, and we can see that when we look at the tech tree for the premiums, and we'll go look at that and show you. So that's why they scored more than me, but I outscored them. Now there's also a little bit of help from the assist damage, and there's a bonus points that don't really tally up on the scoreboard that you get from kills. So I'm really surprised that Top didn't pass me, but apparently, I mean, they were close. They were close. You get bonus points for kills, but I get bonus points essentially because I'm not the top ranked level. So my points are worth more than someone who's a top ranked tank like these two guys who outperformed me. And Wrong Way, snuck in there with 5th place. I mean, look, dude, he killed 4 guys as well. But again, the Thumper is a top-ranked tank, and we're going to cover that in this next section. All right, this is the premium tech tree. Now, let's look and see. See, there's the Thumper right there. Actually, I thought he was higher ranked. I guess he's not. But I did way more damage. And that was the weakness for Wrong Way is that in his Thumper, he did less damage. So that kept him down, essentially. Object 292, this far right column are the top ranked guys. The 477, the 59D, and the 292. So this is why my guy is down here. I'm in the bottom. M60AX. I'm at the bottom. So this is like stage 1 on this column. Stage 2 has the Weasel, and stage 3 has the Object 292. So Wrong Way is like me. He's in stage 1 with his Thumper. And Top, he's in the top. He's actually 2 stages ahead of me. That's why I was MVP when him and that other 292, who were both outscored me, are not MVP. It's the relative position. So these guys don't get a bonus. Second one gets a small bonus. Third column gets an even bigger bonus. So that's why Wrong Way made top 5, and I got MVP because of my M60AX. Now let's go look at the stats, and you'll see why this is a really killer tank. Alrighty, now we're going to look at the stats of the M60AX and why, like I said, this game is a really tremendous commercial for selling this tank. Here's the gun. Gun accuracy is 0.16. Heck, it could even be less. I think it goes down. I think you can get the accuracy on this gun down to like 0.13. All right, but this 0.16 is the lowest deviation off of a central aim shot. That's what that number represents. That means if you're aiming at a shot at 100 meters, it'll be 0.16 meters, which is 16 centimeters, quote, off target. That's about 6 inches, okay? So at 100 meters, you're aiming at a tank, and you'll be within 6 inches of the target where you're aiming. Yeah, that's pretty good. Yeah, I think I could hit every tank I aim at that point. That's key number 1. What do we have for speed? Maximum speed is 87. So here you go. Equipment. Advanced armor. It's like almost $1 million on this tank. You buy it once, you keep it forever. It's awesome. It's minus 5% damage. It'll help keep you alive. This is powertrain for horsepower, acceleration, tracks for top speed, plus maneuverability. So the other part of the speed factor comes in with the gasoline. Advanced reload to reduce the reload time. Reload time on this is 4.61 on the gun. That's quite good. Turret rotation is also good. I like to have it around 50, hopefully minimum, maybe more if I can get it. But with the configuration, I have it at 50.94. Let's just call it 51 degrees per second. Let me show you the deal, how you get that. This gasoline is the key that helps get you the speed as well as increased turret rotation. So my turret rotation was really good in that game, as you saw. So again, another killer. You have killer aim, killer turret rotation, repair gold, and first aid gold. I didn't actually use first aid in this match, but it's just random from time to time. So we did that. Now let's look at this commander, and I'll help explain why this is key to getting killer scores. Okay, Captain Red Feathers. All right, we have Reload, Born Leader, which helps your crew skills, which is your turret rotation, your vision, your reload, and all of those things. We have Run and Gun, gives you extra added accuracy, 10% when you're on the run. And this tank goes very fast, so it's helpful. Snapshot, 12% increased accuracy during turret rotation. Again, very helpful when you're on the run, because this tank does have a terrific accuracy already, and you want to maximize the effect of that accuracy in both running the target down, which I ran that guy down, and while your turret is rotating while you're shooting. So I have great accuracy when I'm still. I have the best accuracy possible while I'm moving, and I also have the best accuracy possible while the turret is rotating. Fire prevention helps me prevent from being on fire. We'll look at the number here in a second. Actually, we can look at it. Nope, can't do that. This is pain tolerance. This is to resist crew injury. Now, objectively speaking, this is done, to not have to use. Normally, I'll put this in a tank and then not use first aid. But if I have first aid, I don't really need this. I could replace this with something else, theoretically. So let's cover this. Ramming, protection, and then ramming, extra damage. That's what that's for. Rapid aim, this is turret rotation increase. Very important. This is part of the reason why I have a 51 degree per second turret rotation. And the other half of armor protection, this is armored angling. This is minus 5% to complement the minus 5% from the armor. So I have a minus 10% damage, which is a killer combo. It's the best you can get. Now let's look at this pain tolerance again. What could I put in theory in place of this? Well, like I said, we could get that thing down to, it's like 0.13 or 0.12. It's not necessary, but we could do that. And actually, I do see something that would be helpful. And that would be this, Iron Mace. Iron Mace would help give me more hitting power at 500 meters. All right, that's a big one. Muffled shot, no. I mean, vision also would be helpful. This is great for spotting. So we got to look at our vision first and see what's up with that. So that's what's really necessary. Now, as this commander sits, I could stick this in other tanks if I wanted to. This one was not really configured specifically for this tank 100%. But this is great for any medium tank. If I leave this guy specifically for this tank, which this is an awesome tank as you saw, I really should probably put Iron Mace in there. So that is really the thing I could do that would make it just a hair better. Because I didn't realize that I had both the pain tolerance, which is a first aid, like kind of resists guys getting damaged to use first aid. So basically I use pain tolerance for some tanks and first aid for others. In this tank, my experience is that the crew gets hammered enough because these guns in this level are even the most devastating in the game. So on the M60AX, it seems that the first aid is more important than the pain tolerance. And that's the way it is. It's very subjective based upon what happens. So you have to do things. You're gonna make a decision and go, I'm gonna go with A or instead of B, or B instead of A. And then you pay attention to your results. Now, you didn't see any guys get wrecked in this match, but I'm telling you, there's matches where I had, in the streak that we ran, there were matches where I had my guys get whacked twice in the same game. So, on the odds, the safest play is to go with the first aid on this tank versus the pain tolerance. Snipers are really good with pain tolerance because they don't take as much damage, generally speaking. So it's a personal thing. It's a personal selection, and you just got to pay attention, and you got to go with what works for you. Sometimes you'll have things that are maybe objectively slightly better one or the other, but it's so close that it becomes a personal preference where I will take A for certain reasons and you go, yeah, but I feel better with B. And it's not a question of one of us is right or wrong. They're so close to 50-50 that you could choose either one, but your style will dictate which is the better selection. So it's one of those things where you could use pain tolerance and you could use first aid. It's 50-50. Both are great choices, and if it's just up to you what you feel is better. The advantage of the first aid is that it's always going to protect you from losing a crew member. Pain tolerance protects you like way most of the time, probably 75-80%. But the times you get hammered, it's like, oh, it's terrible. But on the other hand, you gain a consumable spot. So you could add like enhanced rations or smoke. I don't use smoke on the M60AX, but that's a personal preference. You might be awesome with smoke, and so it's one of those things. You got to build this for your play style as well as just, objective, whatever. So I'm showing you my play style and explain to you why I chose, 8 of the 9. I really should swap out for my style and my experience the pain tolerance in exchange for Iron Mace to give me more damage down range. I think that would be the biggest help for me. So this is one of those things. I had an awesome game because we had a really good set of games that we played last night in Era 3. All we played was Era 3. So we did that, and then I had this awesome game. I make this video, and in making the video, I learned that I could make this tank slightly better. So this is one of those win-win scenarios. But this is a tank that if you don't have it, you might want to keep this on your radar, because you have to also remember that I had an awesome game in this tank, and I am not a medium tank specialist. I'm above average, okay? So if you're a medium tank specialist, this thing is an absolute monster. Because look, I'm not a specialist in medium tanks, and I just produced a top-notch result, okay? Now, the specialists do better than me because that's what they're really excel at. But this one handles very well. The best medium tank in handling, I think, in the entire game. That's just me. But keep that in mind, that, a non-specialist just had a monster game in this tank, and I made it look pretty darn easy, which it isn't because this is not my specialty. Now, it helped because I had good players on my team, and that makes a huge difference. When you have competent players on your team, the pressure on your own personal performance is a little bit less. So I wasn't overloaded trying to do things that are beyond my capabilities. Now, Top and Wrongway, they're both medium tank specialists. Those guys are awesome at medium tanks. So it's just one of those things. There's many things to consider, but if you're, like I said, if you're looking down the road keeping your eyes open for whenever it comes on sale. That's what I would recommend, because this thing is a butt kicker. And this is a tank myself that when they go, you want to play, Era 3, of course, no problem. And I have a lot of tanks to choose from in Era 3 that are really good. This is one of them. And so it was like, man, I can play this tank. I could play this tank all day, if I was working on a challenge or whatever, no problem, because this tank performs well, as you saw. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you also took the opportunity to learn more about this tank specifically, because I think this is one of the best ones there is in the game, period. And like I said, those of you who are looking forward to getting one, you've got another reason to look forward, because it speaks for itself. So it would help if you could leave a like. It would also help if you could tell your friends. That way they could check this out. Maybe they're considering it or looking forward to this, and then they could have a chance to leave a like or subscribe as well. So I look forward to seeing you guys again in another video. Thanks a lot for watching. It's time for me to fly.